Summertime's here and it's time to get to practicing. Actually, well, I kind of practice all year long, but for the masses, deer season will be here before you know it, and now's the time to get to practicing. And we get a lot of questions all the time, so we're going to answer a few questions for you. The question is, do you successfully take many long-range shots in the field with a bow, and do you practice at extreme distances in the off-season? Well, if we don't have to in the field, we don't want to. Hopefully I never have to take a shot over 30 yards, but when you're hunting a unscripted critter, then you know you got to be prepared for anything. So to answer the last part of that question, yes, we do practice extreme distances. I've got a range at the house. We got one of the 4x4 outdoor range Morrell targets that I shoot out to 100, 120 yards. So one, it's fun. You get to watch an arrow fly and it's fun to do it with your buddies. But two, it builds your confidence so that when you are shooting the stuff that's in your wheelhouse, the 50 yards, the 40 yards, the 30 and the 20, things seem a lot easier, I should say, and you got that confidence so that when that buck does hang up at 50 yards or 60 yards, you got the confidence to know that you can put it right in his pump station. So with that said, get out there and pound your Morrell targets and be ready for fall. All right, another question we get is, do you still get buck fever, and what do you do to settle your nerves in the field? Well, I don't like to call it buck fever, but yeah, I still get anxious and I still get excited by all means. Buck fever, I kind of always associated with like, hey, I'm gonna crumble and I'm gonna miss. But no, I get excited, but to calm those nerves or suppress that nervous energy, what I like to do is visualize like, hey, I'm back in the yard. Hey, I've shot that Morrell Bionic buck 1,000 times and I've watched that arrow go right into the pump station. I've done this 1,000 times. I got it. The only thing different is this critter's got fur on it. So that's how I try to settle myself. Pick a spot, pick a hair on the side of the critter rather than looking at the whole critter. That's what I do. But absolutely I get anxious. Not just bucks, does too. Another good question we got is, do you shoot at 3D targets a lot during the off season? Do you ever compete in 3D tournaments for fun? Absolutely I do. I don't get to as much as I used to, but that's where I cut my teeth actually. Since 1989, from 89 to 2002, I didn't miss many 3D shoots all across this country. But yes, I think that is the closest thing to hunting without getting your hands bloody from doing field dressing. So yes, I do highly recommend people shoot 3D tournaments, and even if you don't shoot 3D tournaments, at least get you some 3D targets, the Bionic buck and the other ones that, even these right here, this new Morrell back-to-back combo, it has the 3D effect and it can kind of give you where the vitals are, and it helps you judge in yardage and get you to see the size reference of an animal in the field. So I highly recommend it. This question asks, it says, what is your favorite animal to bow hunt? I gotta go with the white-tailed deer. I like bow hunting just about anything. Bow fishing, mule deer, anything, bears, hogs, you name it. But whitetail is my favorite because it's so diverse on how you hunt it all across this country. How you do it in Florida may not be how you do it in Wyoming, Texas, Illinois, or what have you. Different tactics. Everybody can relate to a white-tailed deer, and everyone is so unique. So whitetails is my favorite by far. This right here is a great question actually. It says, do you shoot your bow a lot during the off season? Do you have a practice regimen you follow when the season gets close? Yes, I do shoot my bow quite a bit during the off season. I love shooting the bow. It's therapeutic. The magical, mystical flight of the arrow, as Uncle Ted says. But yes, I do shoot my bow quite a lot. A couple times a week. I got an indoor range at the house, a long distance archery outdoor range. So I got those Morrell targets. They get pounded pretty regular at my house. So I do shoot a lot. I recommend everybody can, but I know a lot of people can't. But those who can't, if you live in an apartment or you work during daylight hours, set you a target up, a small target like this, even in your apartment or where have you, and just shoot you a few shots. Work that muscle memory, even at 5 yards, inside one of your bedrooms, spare bedrooms, down the hallway, something like that in your basement. Get you some muscle memory and get those shots in. And as season gets close, what I like to do is shoot less shots. You know, rather than saying practice makes perfect, I say perfect practice makes perfect. And what I mean by that is, rather than shooting 60, 70 arrows before you're leaving for work, grab about 3 arrows and you got your targets out in the backyard or what have you. Take you 3 shots and just pour your heart and soul into it. Because when you're in a tree stand or in the woods, you're not going to get a lot of time to warm up, so to speak. So you want to practice shooting cold. You've shot a lot during the summer, you've got the muscle memory in, and now bring it into where you get 3 good shots. And then when you get home, go pull them arrows, shoot you 3 more, and pour your heart into it. And of course, you know, practice when you want, but try to do that every day, every other day, and it'll pay dividends for you, especially in the confidence wise.
Hard 1/4 and 2. Put it right in the right spot.
Let it eat. That shot right there had the same results too.
Yeah, I know it.